Wow, what a disaster. I spent a lot of time prepping for this evening's mocap session. I mean, there were a lot of issues going on today that I knew were going to pop up. I mean, one of them was the weather. So ultimately, we had weather issues. I'm glad it wasn't raining by the time we were doing this because we have our ring set up outdoors. This is in the parking lot of the studio. Wanted to have more room and more freedom, so I had the ring set up outside. And I knew it was going to be raining today, and we were hoping that it would have stopped by the time we got around to it, and it did. We were able to go up there, clean up, and everything was fine. So I don't know if the environmental conditions have anything to do with magnetism and stuff like that. So um, that's so weird. This clip only contains like a second half of the project. Let me take a look at something. Okay. Looks like there's still another clip, about an hour and 19 minutes or something like that, that's waiting to be uploaded. Okay. Well, they should be fine. Um, wow. What a shit show, though. Uh, where do I even start? The weather was fine. It behaved itself. I don't know if the weather conditions or doing this outside has anything that affects the quality of the captures. Okay, so we've only done this outside a couple times, and I've done it with the version 1 suits and the version 2 for the PN32s. They work perfectly fine. I've never had any issues recording outside. But when we finally got down to it, um, I don't know ultimately what the problem is. I like to use my Surface Pro laptop for this because it's perfectly mobile. It's almost like a tablet. Let me see if I can. And I'm able to just kind of hold it, turn it on, and I have the interface there. It's touchscreen, and I can see all my characters and stuff that I'm motion capturing, and I have my antenna set up and everything. Now the problem, and I believe this is the problem, the stupid ass dongle takes one of the slots. Okay, so it's got limited USB slots to begin with. So one is a USB 3.0 and the other one's a USB C, which has high bandwidth. But because I have to use one of the slots for the damn dongle for this stupid ass software to work, I only get the USB C port. So that means that the three receivers or transmitters or whatever they are, I guess it would be a receiver, they have to come in all connected through USB 3 by way of that USB C port. And I think that we're running into some kind of what's up, Rand? Man, you're still up? So I think we're having an issue with the port, with the bandwidth issue. We're creating some kind of bottleneck for all three suits at the same time to come in through that one port. So it creates connectivity issue. That's my theory. Okay, so next week at Tuesday, we're gonna try again, and I'm gonna take my full size machine, or one of them anyways. I'm gonna take my old machine because I'm not using it, but it's just as powerful. It's got a RTX 2070 Ti, or no, Super. That's the one I was using before the one I'm using now. Um, how you got cool animated ring around? Yeah, that's a physical ring, man. I wish that was a way to bring that into the world so I don't have to be modeling shit. I gotta Got to figure out how to make those ropes move in the animated version. So my thing is, my problem is probably the laptop that I'm using. I mean, this is a beautiful laptop. It's super powerful, super capable of everything, but that damn dongle takes up one of the ports. I have a feeling if I were able to use that second one um, on my camera, I don't get it. Oh, the little animated thing. Oh, that's just an overlay. I got my circle, and it's just an overlay on top of the thing. Yeah, just playing around with some crap. Um, so yeah, so I think it's a bandwidth issue. It's just kind of creating a bottleneck, even though this is a perfectly capable laptop. And if I didn't have to use that stupid dongle, I probably would have that free USB port to offload some of that data, and I'd probably get better reception because as is, I literally have to be walking right next to these guys as I'm recording them in order to get decent captures. So I'm gonna review the motion capture stuff that we did today, and a lot of it is just tragic, man. I'm really disappointed, but we went ahead and powered through it. It got dark. We expected it. We're going to start at 7, but I usually want them to be prepared, so I give them weeks, to come up with the choreographies. I don't like having to wait till the last minute because if something doesn't look right, I like to tweak it, go back to the drawing board. A lot has gone into these choreographies to kind of make them the way they are. This was supposed to be like a mixed martial arts film. It had a lot of techniques and stuff. Of course, the perception neuron suits are limited in what they can do. So the tumbling, running around, flipping around, jumping up and down, really high impact stuff, you can't really do. So I reworked the script so it's mainly a boxing film and it's got limited kicks and stuff like that. So a lot of the choreographies that are being done in a way that they emphasize, standing up, striking and stuff, and no more grappling and no more throwing themselves on the ground, no more flipping around and stuff like that. So they still look good. Um, yeah. So this is what we ended up with, and I'm gonna start popping them up. And just kind of see what we ended up with. Now this first one, that's just a walk sequence that I wanted to capture since we were there anyways, and one of the sequences that I am working on for the film right now involves the main character walking out into the ring, and that's for the actual final fight sequence of the film. So I just kind of told him to just go ahead and walk a very long distance. And we'll just kind of take a look, and that one didn't look too bad, but you can see here, like Mr. Red over here, from the start, somehow the chest got all screwed up. And in calibration, it was fine. So while it was calibrated, this thing was looking fine, but now the chest area for Mr. Red is all screwed up. And right now they are inside of the studio's garage area. And we did this initial walk from here. I wanted them to walk out of the garage, go through the parking lot, and onto the ring, just so I can have a very long just walking sequence. Maybe I'll be able to grab little pieces from there that I'll be able to inject into the sequence. And I'll probably be working on that sequence tomorrow. So these guys look fine. I might be able to cannibalize these guys' sequences. We'll see. So let's take a look. See, everybody else looks perfectly fine except for Mr. Red. So screwed up. And I don't know, maybe it was all screwed up from the start and I just didn't notice it. So right here, they're all walking next to each other together, right? But you know, of course, they're starting to diverge, and it's fine. This is all fixable, but for the most part, like these two guys, they're walking fine. This guy, I mean, his chest and arms are all screwed up. So by this point, they're outside in the main parking lot area. Her quality is starting to degrade. Look at their hands are all screwy now. This guy's still doing good. His foot is all weird. I don't know. It may or may not be fixable. I doubt it. I feel like this was a tragedy, you know. I had this guy play around, see if he could jump into the ring. Of course, there, you know, this thing doesn't necessarily capture anybody going up and down and stuff like that. So he is going to grab the ropes on the ring and hoist himself over it. Boom, throws himself over the rope. That doesn't look that bad, except that the chest is all screwed up, so we won't be able to really use that. But hey, he gave it a shot. So, all right, let's take a look at the next sequence. Sequence 2, and from take 2 all the way to 5, those are already in the ring. And by this point, I mean, the system just kind of broke down again. Mr. Green, or Miss Green, here, her leg just went all over the place, and we couldn't get the signal to come back, so we just said, fuck it, let's just do it. And we may or may not be able to work with that. If we can, you know, kill that and just recapture it with some kind of filter so we only get the upper body or something. I don't know. I mean, I just don't think these are going to be very useful motions. There might be a few clips here and there that I might be able to extract and just kind of have as part of like a motion library, so that when I need a specific punch or a dodge or something, I might be able to grab from here. But ultimately, and the actual choreography is, it's just not here. Look at that. This is she went over to the corner, and these sequences, I mean, these are fine that they're not in the same spot or whatever. That's just a calibration thing when it comes to the translation of the characters. These can be repositioned later to make them match. But ultimately, I mean, they kind of seem like they're working. Like his legs are all fucked up over here. It's just so weird. I'm really disappointed in the way things went. I mean, these guys are looking really good. So if I can get a workable sequence with just those two guys, that's fine, because this character is only in the fight like two little bits. I might be able to just kind of re-record just that character by herself. So there's that. Okay, so there's this data processing button. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it, and let's see if we can get something useful out of this. This should be able to remove a lot of the keyframes, all the relevant, irrelevant stuff. Just kind of refocus a lot of the foot contact, and just overall smoothing things out. So let's see what that looks like now. I wish you could just hide some of these characters. This blue is looking really good. So here, I don't know what the hell happened. Oh, he's against some ropes. Let's see here. Jesus. So let's review the actual choreography that's supposed to be taking place, if I can find it. So this is the previs for the sequence that I've captured right now, or we attempted to capture. So it starts with 4 punches. The main bad guy is gonna hit the hero 4 times, boom, 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 and toss him against the ropes. Boom, boom, and then 2 body shots, and then an uppercut to the ropes. So at this point, he's gonna grab the hero and pull him and swing him across to the other side of the ring. He celebrates as he turns around, punches him again, and he's on the floor. He tries to kick him, and the other guy pushes the leg out of the way. So that's what's happening so far. Let's see here. So it starts with 4 punches, and the blue is the villain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then uppercut, boom. That doesn't look half bad. So Mr. Red is on the ropes, and that actually looks really good right there. Mr. Red, character 2, boom. He recovers a little bit, and blue grabs him by the neck and swings him across to the other side. That doesn't look half bad. Punches him down to the floor and celebrates. So let's see. He attempts to kick him, and the kick is diverted away. Right there. Boom. Is that it? And he pushes the thing away. What happened there? So I think he's supposed to be on his knees, not standing up. Or did I do that? Let's see here. Swings him across. Turns around, punches him, celebrates. He goes for the kick, and he gets his legs swung the other way. Okay, so it did happen right there. It's a little laggy. So now he comes from behind, takes him to the other corner. One, two, three. Okay, that's that. Punch again. What's going on here? Okay, so he's gonna duck, punch him in the gut, and then go under him. There we go. That overall, I mean, I can see the motions there. I'm really annoyed by this thing here. Let's see here. Maybe we can add constraint points on the hands. Constraint mode. I don't know what all that is, so. We're not gonna mess around too much with that. So we're gonna process the first one. I think the first one is blue. It has been a long day. And okay, so let's see if we can do anything with, I think this is green. And let's do red. So I guess it has to do them all individually. It won't do them all at the same time. Whoa. That's taking a while. I must have a lot of data in it. So let's see here. This one is for Mr. Red. This guy here. Oh wow, Mr. Blue looks all shitty now after the data processing. Now he's fixed. Weird. And now he's shitty again. And now he's floating in space. What the fuck is that? Alright, let's try reprocessing. Let's get rid of the hands. This was a real pain in the ass today, but that's alright. It's a learning experience. I don't think I can blame the perception neuron 100% on that. I mean, I think it does suck that stupid dongle uses one of the only 2 ports available on my laptop, which causes, I'm pretty sure it's a data bottleneck that's happening. I used one of the suits a couple days ago in this very room, and I mean, I got all sorts of electronics all around me and stuff. It works perfectly fine, especially after that new update that just happened. I mean, I've never had issues with the, I've always had issues with one of the hands being all backwards and stuff, and after that last update, that issue seems to have gone away. So it worked perfectly fine, and that's with all these gadgets and electronics in here. Oh man. Okay. Looks a little bit better. Still climbing up there. Let's see if we can revert. Wow, was it always climbing? And I just didn't notice it? Well, that's an issue. Let's skip that shit. Let's go to take 3 and let's see what that looks like. I mean, ignore character number 0, Mrs. Green. No idea what's going on here. 3 is all on the floor somewhere. I mean, red. Okay. Let's take a look at the next take. Take 4. That's looking good. kind of kick. I mean, overall, some motions look okay. There's some twisted hand movement going on there. I think we lost the arm at this point. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I think we lost the right upper arm. Yeah. Shit. I knew it. Let's see. I think he's already lost his right upper arm. Something's going on with blue. And I'm not sure if I can fix that. Let's play around with it a little bit in iClone. I mean, overall it doesn't look half bad. It looks pretty bad. But it looks better than some of the previous ones. I'm going to go ahead and see what happens if I process this, smoothen it out a little bit. And we'll take the second character and hit process on that one. While that's happening, I'm going to go to iClone. Launch it. So that's finished. So let's rewind and let's see what that looks like with the processing thing done. I like how when they go to the ropes, it does look like they're bouncing on the ropes. But yeah, he's definitely lost his upper right arm. Got Unreal Engine running? Okay. I don't need that running right now. Let's see. I thought iClone was going. Unsave changes found. Cancel. Here we go. So let's see here. Scene, content, custom. We'll go to the characters, actors, without you. We're gonna need Cletus. That's this guy here. And Odie. And we'll use modern Odie. I had to redo him, so I have an older version of him that I need to use for this actual sequence, but for testing purposes I'll use the modern one. I don't think I'm gonna mess around with Mr. Taco. Let's see here. But because the mocap for him right now is all screwed up. That was Mrs. Green on the mocap suit. Okay, so what do I need? Plugins, Motion Live, and I'm going to take this, I'm going to move it to this monitor here. If it'll let me do that. No, it's too big of a window, it won't allow it. So I'm going to use it on this other monitor here. Let's see if I can get away with that. Let's see if I can get a capture source happening. Plus display capture. We're going to call this PN3. Okay. This is coming from monitor 2. No, monitor 3. Hit OK. And we're just gonna tweak this monitor down a little bit and crop it. So we're only looking at the perception neuron stuff. Hopefully that's good enough to get an idea of what's going on. So let's see here. Settings. Advanced BVH broadcasting. This is going out on port 7003. So here's our motion live. Perception neuron body port 7003. Oh, come on. What the hell? I have no idea what happened there. Let's try this again. Plugins, motion live. So apparently if you use the 3 on the keypad, it launches, turns this off, and it launches the motion editor. So let's see if it connects. So Odie is going to have its body come in, perception neuron, and perception neuron for Cletus, character Cletus. Oh, but it's bringing in 0 characters, so I don't have the correct port. What am I doing wrong? Capture, edit. Use old header format. No. Settings. Advanced. Regular PVH. Advanced edit. 192. Click OK. Let's try port 7. See if that's what it wants. Just such a pain in the ass. 0 characters, so we're still don't have the right one. 192.168. Settings. Podcast. Axis Studio. What kind of skeleton do we want? Does it really matter? Thumb open. I didn't even use the hands. Axis Studio displacement binary. Use old header format. UDP. Port 703.192.168.56.1. That's it right there. It's not detecting a single character. 192.168.56.1. 7001. Click that connect button. Failed to connect. Retry. It did connect, but it's detecting 0 actors. And something else is going on now, but I have no idea. Here it is. So what am I doing wrong? I guess I should be used to this thing not working. Joint space, finger follow speed, adaptive, mag baseline, reconnect sensor required. Countdown delay. Okay. I'll keep this on for next time. Let's see. Advanced BVH edit. UH broadcasting. XYZ displacement. Rotation. What am I doing wrong? DP. New. I can't do it on 771. Gotta switch to 773 now. Zero actors. So when I hit preview, nothing is happening. Oh, now that it's playing, it's doing something. Okay. All right. So we got something going on. Well, at least Mr. Blue character over there is looking decent. And that's with the fucked up arm. That's weird. I'm not gonna complain. So I hit the space bar here, or stop it. So Cletus is going to be actor. Oh man, I have no way of telling who's who. Character 1. Hootie is gonna be actor 2. Let's see what happens. That looks about right, actually. Let's put a looping thing on this. You know, and some of those imperfections, I know you could just hide them through creative filmmaking, you know, put the cameras in the right spot. And I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, that's because the third character is in here. Forgot about that third character. Look at that arm, man. Holy shit. Holy crap. That's just too much work. This needs to work from the beginning, man. It can't require... I mean, some of these actually look fine. Look at that hand, though, man. That just totally ruins it. So let's see. Let's see if we can record this, or maybe let's go back to, like, I want to do something. I just don't think I got anything useful out of this. Let's review some of the other sequences from the past, and I'm gonna come back to this real quick, but let's see if in Perception Neuron we can open up a new project. And we'll use the montage sequences. We got some. Oh, there's nothing here. Never mind then. Let's see. Oh, there is stuff here. So let's see. Take one. Artificial intelligence programming. I wish I could really use some of that right now. So let's see here. This is a 3-person motion capture. Seems like the quality is a little better. Are you the artificial intelligence? Because if you think we're doing any kind of programming here, you're definitely wrong. This is not no C++. Are you a bot, Luigi? I think Luigi is a bot. Came into the chat posting random comments. Actor 1, Fian. Okay. Actor 2 is Fabi. And we're gonna bring in a third one just to see what happens. We'll get Don Carlos. And Don Carlos is going to be, where is my plugins? Did I lose my plugins window? Sardinian. Where's that in? Sardinia, Italy. Okay, I've never heard of that. It's cool. Nice to meet new people from new places. What do you do, Luigi? Are you into animation? We're gonna connect Don Carlos to actor number 3, if we can get him in here. You know what? I just noticed that you actually have to hit play on this before the number of actors show up. It's kind of a flaw in the programming, right? Okay, let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Well, that was very underwhelming. It is broadcasting. Hello, little aunt with no children, and as a hobby, I do graduate courses. Damn, sounds intense. I don't have the head for studying and stuff. I wish I did. I would love to go back to school. Okay, so that is not working. What am I doing wrong? Ugh, what am I doing wrong? Am I broadcasting on the right channel? Yes, I am, because it's bringing in the 3 characters. 7003. That's the correct channel. Let's see here. Cletus. I'm going to attach him to actor 1. So are you a programmer, Luigi? hit space. And it is a fail. It doesn't work. Let's see here. Well, Don Carlos seems to be working. Where the hands are. Seems to be opening his hands in and out. Is there something else that I'm missing? It's not important really to me right now. So let's see here. It doesn't work. It is not working, and I don't know why. Let's see if we can stop this. Turn it off. We are going to launch it again. Maybe that'll kick it back into gear. We're going to connect the bodies. It's detecting 3 actors. Let's just do 1 actor. Actor 1. That doesn't work. Nope, it is not working. Do I need to restart this? I don't know. I think I'm doing everything correctly. Access Studio iClone Bob. I'm using Access Studio for the motion capture and the broadcasting of the motion capture, and iClone 8 for the actual visualization. And iClone 8 is not it's not behaving. It's not bringing it in. So, man, that's cool. I admire developers and programmers, man. I wish I had those skills. I managed to come up with a few apps and little things here that have made my life easier, but it's all been like pulling teeth, you know. I have to look up a lot of stuff online and Stack Overflow, you know, ask a lot of questions, and just to kind of get what I've done. It takes me at least a month what a real programmer probably does in a couple of hours. So that's it's cool, man, if you have the head for that kind of stuff. Usually I do because it's a necessity, but if I can avoid it, you know, I would. Shit. I'm gonna save this project and I'm gonna restart iClone just in case it's iClone that's screwing up. Blah. I mean, this thing is broadcasting. It was broadcasting earlier just fine. We'll restart it again. open up our latest project. Should be on the desktop. There we go. Excuse me. It has been a long, long day. Maybe after this restart, it'll work. If it doesn't, I might be needing to rethink my staying up working. You know, they say that the definition of insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, and I think it's getting to the point where that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, something's happening. Frame rate sucks. Okay, so it's all working off of one character, so I think I have them mapped to the same character or something. So let's see here. Cletus, actor 1. Odie, actor 2. Don Carlos. Actor 3. I'm gonna set the mode to quick so it uses less processing power. Maybe that will also help improve the frame rate. And we'll try to hit preview again. Yeah, so whatever that was, it had to do with iClone. I restarted iClone and it looks like it was able to connect again. Huh. The bodies just look so weird. Okay, let's see if we can switch Cletus to actor 2. Odie to actor 1, and I'm gonna minimize a little bit more the graphics just to kind of help improve the frame rate a little better. I'm gonna go ahead and record that. So let's see here. Hit record. I'm gonna rewind and pause. Hit spacebar over here and hit play over there. So I stopped recording. You know what? That should be enough for what I want to do right now. And the thing is, I had the actors do the T-pose. So if I can fix that T-pose. Boom, right there. It might take me, oops, if I fix that T-pose, it might actually help fix a lot of the misalignment stuff. So let's see if my theory is correct. So let's see if we can fix OD first. Window, animation layer. Okay, so this base layer here, I also need this edit motion layer. If this works, then it means that it's really important to do a T-pose at the beginning of every sequence so that you can get that, manipulate that, and then those changes can be carried out relatively easily. But I don't know. That seems all right. So that's a fairly decent T-pose. So the bone manipulations that I just did should remain intact and affect the rest of this sequence from this point on, frame 349 and on. So let's see if that is true. Which is going to focus on this one guy. That's a perfect T-post almost. So let's see if those new changes kind of helped it. Fuck, it looks like it did. He's punching down for whatever reason, but it doesn't look too bad. Trying to see why it's punching down. Wonder if I can drop a pre-rigged T-pose to kind of help this guy out. I just crashed the software. Well, that sucks. Alright, so let's try something else. Well, if anything came out of today is the fact that I might have learned something about the importance of getting a T-pose for every sequence and why you need it and how to use it. Because you're often having to adjust these angles whenever the arms or whatever pop off in weird directions or whatever. But I've never once thought to just fix it while they're standing on their T-pose, and if I can get their T-pose to look correctly, then everything else should be based on that. So let's see here. Let's try this again. Let's try this other one. I'm not sure if that worked. $356. That just totally killed it. Let's see if we can do this with one of the other characters. Okay, so he has his T-pose at 350. I'm gonna dump this T-pose here. Okay, it removes the puppet animation and completely takes over. Well, that sucks. I can't just dump a preset T-pose capture. Let's see what else we can do then. Let's try this other one. This is the one that crashed the software earlier. And it also kills it. Control Z. So it kills the puppet animation. So it looks like, unless I can get like a single frame T-pose that I can apply to this, looks like I'm kind of stuck having to fix this manually. Does this program, this panel have, what's paste pose? A pose has been copied from where? Could it be possible to simply do that here? Copy. Am I able to copy with this? Copy pose. There we go. Would it be possible for me to go here, paste? Oh shit. Wow, that may have worked. Dude, I think I just discovered something. I'm not gonna count my chickens just yet. So, arms are a little screwy, but seems to have a better position. Because that seems to require more minimal modifications. Excuse me. Let's see here, 525. That does seem to have a better effect on it. Alright, so we're going to call it a day for now. Hopefully tomorrow goes a little bit better. I'm going to be playing around with some of those bad takes and to see if I can fix them now that I know a little bit more about this T-pose thing. Maybe we can save some of those terrible animations. Laters.